Yeah, good morning. Yeah, you joined me actually on set at a YouTube special program about the transfer window that we're filming this afternoon. That will be available on talkSPORT's YouTube channel from the weekend. I'm sure Simon Jordan will be eagerly awaiting that, but it is starting to get busy. I'm not sure, as we mentioned a couple of days ago, it's going to be quite as frenetic a January as maybe it was last year, but certainly clubs looking to do business. Jadon Sancho already becoming one of the big stories of this window. I'm told his move from Manchester United to Borussia Dortmund, not done yet, but certainly moving in the right direction. It'll be fascinating to see what kind of loan fee Borussia Dortmund are paying for their former player. Of course, he cost Manchester United more than £70 million. The number being talked about in Germany is less than £3 million. I'm sure Manchester United would be hoping to recoup a bit more than that. And then we wait to find out, will there be any buy option including in the deal? At the moment, it looks like there won't be a buy option. So therefore, United will have a decision to make in the summer, but we'll keep you updated on that move.
One thing you would think, Simon, is United want this deal to go through and certainly don't want to see Jadon Sancho again.
Well, not in his current guise and not with this manager, I suspect. But who knows what's going to happen with this manager at the end of the season?
True.
So you put him out on loan. What's the difference between 3 and 5 million quid to Man United, who get 600 million pound a year turnover? If they put him out to Dortmund, get £3 million loan, get a third of his wages covered, and he goes and hits the straps and scores a load of goals, they might be able to get 50 million quid for him. That's the bigger picture.
Yeah. What are we hearing about Fulham being in the market this lunchtime?
Yeah, this could be an interesting one and one to keep tabs on between now and the end of the window. Bobby Firmino, who of course left Liverpool as a bit of a cult hero to join the exodus to Saudi Arabia, looks like he already wants out of the Saudi Pro League. He plays for Al Ahly. He's looking for a move in this transfer window. Won't be an easy deal to do because I think the Saudi authorities feel that a player of his profile leaving so soon into his contract wouldn't necessarily be optically a great look for them, but certainly Fulham are one of the clubs who've been offered the chance to sign Firmino. Sheffield United were showing some interest before Paul Heckingbottom was fired as well, so maybe we could see a Liverpool legend back on these shores.
I certainly didn't think, Simon, we would see Firmino or Fabinho or even Jordan Henderson back here anytime soon, but it looks like one of them is going to come. Yeah.
I did.
Well, why did they go? They go for the money. Where did they get the money? Saudi. Where is the money?
Yeah.
Saudi, and they stay there.
But once they've gone over there and they've realised how little of interest it is, then I always felt there was going to be a potential of players that weren't really at the end of their footballing careers and were enticed by the opportunity to get a huge amount of money and perhaps play some decent football and then realise that actually, like most footballers, maybe I can get out of my obligations. Maybe I haven't got to keep my end up. Maybe I can get paid to leave and come back and get paid somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's probably how it thinks in their mind.
Alex, you have to think it's win-win for Firmino. He goes there, makes a shed load and comes back.
Yeah, obviously, I think Simon might be able to clarify this, but I think in order to get all the tax benefits, you have to be there for 2 years. So I think he would be taking a little bit of a financial hit. But I'm in the Simon camp, but I never felt like this Saudi Pro League was for the long term, despite...
Well said, Alex, you can stay.
Attendances are poor. As we know, Jordan Henderson, I think, has been playing in front of 900 people at times this season. And it's not just Bobby Firmino, is it? Jota, Jim, who you know did so well at Celtic, looks like he wants out as well. Tottenham keeping tabs on him. So there might be a few coming back from Saudi Arabia.
Okay, what news on West Ham this lunchtime?
Yeah, departure set to be confirmed from there. Thilo Kehrer, he's only played 19 minutes in the Premier League this season. He's off to Monaco, a loan deal initially, but there is an obligation in that deal to buy him permanently for £9.5 million in the summer. And on the subject of Saudi Arabia, Naith Aguerd, I'm told, attracting interest from over there. I think West Ham would only sanction that deal if they could find a replacement. And we did talk earlier in the week, didn't we, about their long-term interest in Max Kilman at Wolves. So again, that's one that we're going to be keeping tabs on between now and February the 1st.
Okay, Alex, thank you very much indeed. It is an interesting situation, something that seems to develop with regard to Saudi, the Saudi move. You go there, you make your money, and then if you are disenchanted, it's how easy or straightforward or otherwise it is to get back here and resume life in the Premier League.
Is it, though? I mean, it's easy because we're saying it's easy, but if they don't want to release them from their contracts... Then all the players can do is their standard fare of downing tools.
Yeah.
And if the Saudis turn around and say, well, you have a contract and you have to stick with that contract, then they'll have to stick with their contract. It depends upon the nature of the relationship between the club. I would imagine the Saudis aren't stupid. They will have signed them on contracts with the same obligations that any football club signs a player on, which means the player signs for a period of time.
I mean, they get the headline news that the player went there in the first place.
And if that's all they wanted, if they're quite prepared to put agreements in there that allows players to go back after 6 months if they're not comfortable with the findings, and that the players then understand that the tax benefits they may have got from getting salaries that are net are no longer that perspective, they're going to get taxed on it, then I guess that will happen. But is it a good advertisement for the Saudi League? Is it what I expected to happen? Yeah, I expected some of that to happen.
Okay. All right.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.